When I was a kid, I remember, looking up to, various heroes, and there were some people that did some amazing things that, they risked things and they had extreme amounts of talent, and many of them paid for it. You think of the guys like Evel Knievel. I mean, who the hell is jumping motorcycles over canyons? He ended up breaking however many bones, injuring themselves. He, lived, I guess, a relatively normal lifespan. But others died early. We think about particularly like singers, like, guys like Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin, and on and on. We've got throughout history, we've got examples of these people that were, kind of extreme in their behavior, extreme in maybe in their talents, and it ended up ultimately, resulting in a short life for them. They provided maybe some benefit to the world, and they didn't get to stick around very long, and that's unfortunate for them. But we've got sort of a shift happening. In the past, and I was reminded by this. Somebody sent me a couple goofy videos, and it's basically just these super obese people kind of acting goofy for views, right? And so here's a couple guys dancing around, jiggling around, I guess would be the more appropriate description of that. And there's another girl talking about, if you're ginormous, how you should bathe yourself or shower yourself hygiene-wise. And again, it's for laughs in a way. And it's good to be able to be self-deprecating, be able to laugh at yourself is a good quality. But at the same time, these people are actually people that some people look up to. When we are in a country in the United States, we have, 40+% of us are now obese. So 40% of us already are, in that, now not super morbidly obese, but many weren't going there. And some of the younger kids are impressed by that, perhaps are impressed by the whole social media, TikTok culture. And they're saying, well, this is my opportunity. If I just get a little bigger, in the past, most, when we talk about, success as far as entertainment, you had to be funny, the fat guy was always a funny guy, right? Jackie Gleason, John Candy, John Belushi, on and on and on. And now, since everybody has access to a huge audience, it's easy to take advantage of that. And so now you may not have to have that higher level of talent. You can just get in there and shake your stuff around, and people will laugh at that. And it sort of reinforces this, I would call it even a dangerous mindset that, hey, it's okay to harm yourself for laughs. And, everybody has their own free choice to do whatever they want, watch whatever you want. No one's for censoring people. But this is something that it just reminds me of these people that are dying, or because these folks that are, very large are going to die early. Very likely. A few might beat odds, but most of them will die early. It reminds me, interestingly, in the first one where the guy was jiggling around, it looked like he had a lot of loose skin, so he's probably losing weight, which is good for him. But interestingly, and this is not to depress any, but if you go back and you look at, there's a guy, Barbieri, who was forgetting his first name, but the guy that went on the longest fast. He was a Scottish guy, 392 days of fasting, lost 275 pounds, went from 460 down to 180 or something like that, 450 down to 180. And, that was, and he maintained that weight the rest of his life. He never regained the weight back other than a few pounds. He still died young at 51. So that level of obesity that they got even early on in life, and then even despite losing all that weight, many people have so damaged themselves that they still have a short lifespan, even after they lose weight. And it's not to tell anybody they shouldn't lose weight, because that's probably prolonging it more. But if you get up to 400, 500 pounds in your 20s, even if you lose weight, there's a chance that an increased chance you're going to die early anyway. So it's not that you should stay obese, because you're going to definitely die probably way earlier. But it's something that these people, particularly young folks, because they feel pretty good. You see kids doing backflips that are off the diving board that are super big, and it's like, oh, look how much fun they're having, and how much they can do. And you see people, mostly people 20s, maybe early 30s, still able to move even despite very, very big body composition, extreme obesity. And so it's just something that I think is just something to point out, something to think about. And you see kids, because this is a thing. You see parents are just like, well, he'll grow out of it. 8-year-old, 180 pounds or something like that. you got to start, early on. I mean, honestly, if you can, when they're, well, from birth, basically, that's how it should start. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think this is it? Are you seeing more of this? Because I see more and more of this giant people, this, for laughs, doing silly stuff, and it's just becoming so common. Whereas, in years past, it's something you'd see every once in a while, but now you see it almost on a daily basis. All right, let me know what you guys think. We'll talk to you soon.